Plaintiff Joseph Himes says in high school most of his classmates were in gangs, but he and the defendant became friends because they were the preppy outcasts. Joseph claims after he went to the military, the defendant hooked up with his girlfriend, and he's suing him today for loans. Defendant Corey Harris admits that he and the plaintiff were best friends, and he insists he never hooked up with Joseph's girlfriend. Corey claims Joseph is suing him prematurely.
Start with you.
Yes, Corey's my best friend. We go all the way back to 8th grade. We're from Gary, Indiana. We got really close in high school. We went to Roosevelt High School. There's a lot of violence, a lot of gangs, but we didn't really do that. We were preppy guys. We hung around a lot of girls. Yeah, we were.
Good.
And a lot of guys didn't like us, but because we were around a lot of girls. But Corey's a guy that I always
knew. You all the ones who should have had the girls.
Yeah.
Not these thugs. Go ahead.
Can't argue with that. But,
finally, good guys were winning. That's right.
But Corey was a guy that I always knew that if we ever went out and got into something, that he would always have my back. And so we're just really good friends.
Yep.
And we were friends throughout high school.
No falling outs during that time?
No. Actually, we would fight other people if it came down to it. The first friction where we fell out, when I graduated from high school, I went to the military. And while I was going to boot camp, there were some rumors, him creeping around with an girlfriend at the time.
One of your ex-girlfriends?
Yeah. So that was the first friction that we had, but we got
How long had you all been apart when he started seeing her?
I was going to boot camp, so it wasn't even long. I was going to boot camp like
Wasn't 6 months?
No.
Okay.
Maybe 6 months. I was going to boot camp for like 2 months, and just when I got back, I was just
staring at her a little bit when y'all were together.
Might have been.
No, that doesn't mean that. She was a nice person, and he knew it, and you all knew each other. And as friends, the three of you all hung out, or four of you. And he just saw she was a nice lady, and didn't want her to go to a bad guy. Exactly. You were a nice guy. He didn't want to go to a bad guy, so he knew everybody in the circle was nice. He said, "Let's keep her with nice guys."
Like kind of fill in, like substitute.
No, but honestly, in the South, that in earlier decades, it was traditional for the man to take on the sister if his wife passed.
Interesting.
I need help with these children. And so that's not unusual. He just come from this tradition from the South. Right? You're from Alabama, aren't you?
No, it wasn't like that.
You are from Alabama.
No.
Where you from?
I'm from Indiana.
Indiana? They ain't had no ship stopping Indiana. What you talking about? Kill me. You from one of those coasts where them slave ships stop. That's where you from. That's because they ran you up north. Nothing to trivialize or have fun about, but the fact is, all African Americans are from the South, where the slave ships stop. Your grandmother, your great-great-grandmother, whomever. So if they didn't have water, you're not from there. All right. Other than that, you all have had a good friendship.
Great
Other
friendship.
than the girlfriend he was trying to help out with.
Well, yeah, we got past that.
Man.
Actually,
how ungrateful people are.
I know, right?
no, actually,
I tried to help my buddy with his girlfriend. He jumped on me. Ungrateful.
I'm just doing my part as a friend.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I told him. Let me hear from you, sir. Give me some background.
Like Mr. Himes said, we've been friends best friends since high school. Junior high was kind of rocky. It took him a while to realize how awesome I was. And we've gotten along thick as thieves. He's like my brother. Like I said, never any issues during high school. He was one of the people, still one of the people to this day, that I could go somewhere and I know my back is watched.
Good.
And touching on the girl, I knew her from growing up before they got together. We were just really cool. It was nothing. Like I said, that's my brother. I would never do anything like that. It was just rumors.
Got it. So you're denying that part?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you're denying it. And the unpaid loan is the only thing you all have fallen out about over the years?
Pretty
This
much,
money?
yeah.
That'll Cause friction. Tell me what happened. Three
well,
loans.
In December, we were having lunch, and he was telling me that he needed to borrow some money. So I loaned him $1,000 in December, and I sent that to him through a quick pay. And the agreement was that he was going to pay it back once he filed his taxes. You know, so.
You must have been in the Army instead of watching me.
Yeah.
They should let you out of the Army in time to watch me. Then you'd have known you're not getting any money back on the income tax promise.
But I mean, this
Go
was.
ahead.
So after that, about maybe a month later, he sent me a text and he asked to borrow $450. And the agreement was that I was going to get it back in a couple weeks. So I sent it to him.
When was that again?
That was in January 10th of this year.
And what was the last conversation about it, and what was said?
The conversation about that was that he wanted to borrow $450 and he would give me $200 back on Saturday and $250.
Never got it?
No, never got it.
And was there another loan? Cause
There was one after that. There was one in February.
Making me seem bad.
And
What was
that was for $300. And he had said he was going to pay me back. He promised to pay me back that once he got paid.
Why did you do that last one in particular? Because the second one, he was going to pay you back in 2 weeks.
I know, but
you hadn't gotten a dime.
The thing is at the time, I could do it. It was just I never really thought about him not paying me back. It never really crossed that because I mean, after being friends for 30-something years, we never had that issue.
But you never know when a person get a crack habit.
No.
Crack is whack. Really?
Crack isn't planned. You all together and you planned to be good friends forever. But something interrupted that.
Right.
Nah, that's not his style. What happened, sir? Did you make these loans? And if so, why haven't you paid? You run into hard times? Tell me what happened.
I know people probably use the tax thing as an excuse for real, but my taxes got taken. I told Mr. Himes that. You know, I did have all intentions on paying them back.
School loans, child support, which one?
Back taxes.
Okay.
Yeah, well, back taxes. And then when the other loan was the Saturdays, you know, things would come up. It had nothing to do with.
Yeah, I know they would.
Right, not with no intention.
Rocks.
And I'm back, and I had a chisel. Stop making me feel like I'm a crackhead. Some of you know that's a crackhead
I'm
now.
having fun with you.
And then, like I say, I had all the intentions of paying it back because we've done this for years. Like I said, we've been friends for 30-something years. You know, so I lent him money, and
yeah, but you knew you knew you could project, and I don't think much happened within that 2-week period that you told him you were going to give him some money back. That's what stumps me with your sincerity. If I borrow some money from someone, I know I can project what I'm going to have in 2 weeks. And you haven't told me something that came up within a 2-week period. Because isn't that what you're saying? Second loan.
Second loan.
He said, I'll pay you back in 2 weeks.
Correct.
Well, you know, by the way, when people tell me that, I say, well, why can't you just wait those 2 weeks?
I mean, but I've been there. Sometimes you need it now, though.
Why do you need an emergency? Why do you have to have it now? There's only one reason you have to have it now. At 2 a.m.?
It wasn't 2 a.m. Let's be clear.
We've never had that why do you need money relationship.
I get it back in 2 weeks. I just wait on it. Why you need it now? I just do. Was he breathing hard and talking fast? And if he was in front of you, was his mouth twisted? All right, well, maybe not then. You have any defense to not paying him now? All right, judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day, gentlemen. I'm glad you all came out of Gary and survived.
Yeah.
Because it's a tough, tough town. We used to call it Little Detroit. And I've spent a lot of time in Gary helping out and otherwise. And I agree with that. Tough, tough town. All right. Judgment for the plaintiff.
Oh, that's my brother. That's no bad blood.
Not at all.
I love him to death, you know. I'll probably borrow some money from him next week.